Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this very important day in the life of Elizabethtown College. Appreciate the standing room only and a very good group that came out here today for this important announcement, our official announcement day for the next president of Elizabethtown College. We welcome all who are present here in Brossman Commons, the Coons activity venue, and all who are viewing this presidential announcement from the live webcast, which is going out across the country and indeed the world. Just been told that we know of at least one person who is viewing this in China. So, ni hao. And we are very happy for all who are able to join us in that way. It's my great honor today to announce Dr. Carl Strikwerda's appointment as to become the 14th president of Elizabethtown College. Dr. Strikwerda is currently Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Sciences at College of William & Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. His career experience in the faculty and as an effective administrator, combined with his demonstrated effectiveness at fundraising and imaginative program development, makes Carl Strikwerda a great fit for Elizabethtown College. The Board of Trustees enthusiastically approved his appointment by unanimous vote to succeed President Long upon President Long's retirement August 1st. We are pleased to have Carl Strikwerda and his wife, Gail Bossinger, with us today, this important day in the history of the college. And in a few minutes, Search Committee Chair Jim Schreiner will be making the introduction. But first, allow me to recognize the outstanding work of the Presidential Search Committee and the skilled leadership of its chairman, Jim Schreiner. Jim, class of 73, is vice chair of the trustees, and by operation of the board's own succession guidelines, was named to chair the presidential search. The search committee included, from the trustee ranks, Nevin Cooley, Terry Coons, Leanna Miser, Judy Ware, and Ed White. From the faculty were Douglas Bomberger, Jane Cavender, and Hussein Veramini. Completing the search committee were Provost Susan Traverso, Chaplain Tracy Saad, students Steve DeGrazia and Andrea Georgic, Alumni Council President Joe Denlinger, and an at-large representative, because he knows so much about everything, Randy Trossel. Now, those members of the Presidential Search Committee who were able to be present today, I believe for the most part, are seated here in the front of the room, and as they stand, please give them your appreciation for the hours upon hours of time that they volunteered to the college in the service for the cause of higher education. Will you stand, Search Committee members? Then at this time, I invite Vice Chair of the Trustees and Presidential Search Committee Chair James Schreiner to the podium to introduce the President-elect. Jim.
Good morning. And on behalf of our search committee, thank you, Dave, for your words of gratitude. I, too, wish to echo Dave's comments on the gratitude I share for the wonderful work and support I received from all members of the search committee. I also wish to thank the entire board of directors, both those here in person this morning, as well as those joining through webcasts from across the country, for your words of advice, counsel, and support throughout this process. It was much appreciated. Our committee's work kicked off on May 6th under the able guidance of our search committee consultants from Academic Search, Susan Pierce, and Karen Goldstein, who provided wonderful support to our committee throughout this entire process. Thank you, Susan and Karen, who I think are tuned in through webcast this morning. The applications started coming in the fall and kept on coming right through and past the cutoff date on October 15th. We were blessed with a high-quality pool of over 100 candidates. Throughout October and November, we narrowed that pool to 11 semifinalist candidates. And after personal interviews in Baltimore, to 3 finalists that we brought to campus to meet with all constituencies of the Elizabethtown College community. Throughout this process, we were guided by 10 critical elements that we felt were critical skills that needed to be embodied in our next president, and so well exhibited by our current president, Ted Long. I thought it might be helpful just to walk through quickly those 10 elements. First and foremost, the skills necessary to develop a distinctive vision for the college and the know-how to advance it both internally and externally. Have a demonstrated commitment to shared governance, transparency, and civic and open discourse. Have a proven success record in effective strategic planning. Have the experience and commitment to protect and enhance the financial stability and long-term economic sustainability of Elizabethtown College through both the allocation of resources and the fundraising necessary to achieve financial capacity for the future. The appreciation of the centrality of the academic enterprise and support of the concept of the teacher-scholar and provide resources for both faculty development and faculty scholarship. Appreciation of the integration of liberal arts and professional programs, and with adult and continuing education accelerated through online programs. Have a record of advancing diversity and global education. Have experience building partnerships with public and private institutions and fostering positive community relations. Be able to balance the growing external demands of a modern college presidency, which includes fundraising, working with alumni, fostering the current positive town-gown relationships, and speaking on behalf of the institution, while at the same time enjoying the pleasures of being a presence on campus who, as time permits, enjoys participating in student and faculty life. And finally, valuing Elizabethtown's historic relationship with the Church of the Brethren, while fostering a welcoming environment from students of diverse backgrounds. In short, we were looking for Superman or Superwoman. With these critical skills in mind, and by a unanimous recommendation of the search committee, and the approval of the board of directors unanimously, we believe that Carl Strikwerda best exemplifies those characteristics. We are proud to introduce Dr. Strikwerda to you this morning. As Dave mentioned, Dr. Strikwerda is currently Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at the Historic College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia, where he currently oversees 378 faculty serving 5,600 students in both graduate and undergraduate programs. Dr. Strikwerda has also served as Associate Dean at the University of Kansas and has held teaching positions in history at Calvin College, where he also received his undergraduate degree, a college with many of the same characteristics of Elizabethtown. Carl received his master's degree from the University of Chicago and his doctorate from the University of Michigan. Dr. Strikwerda has published 3 books and numerous articles on European and global history. He is currently treasurer and a member of the board of directors of the Council of Colleges of Arts and Sciences, and he just got back last evening from a board meeting in Montreal. Dr. Strikwerda is the father of 2 children, Lorna and Tim, and is joined with his wife, Gail, this morning, who is currently an associate professor of history at William and Mary. Associates have described Dr. Strikwerda as a very bold leader, unflappable, stable, with a strong sense of integrity and values, and an energy level that is unbelievable. Please join me in a warm Elizabethtown College welcome to the president-elect as the 14th president of Elizabethtown College and his wife, Gail.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Dave and Ted, and all of you, especially those who are joining us here this morning, both in person and those who are being connected to this ceremony electronically. Great institutions thrive by looking in 2 directions: at the past and into the future. Looking back reminds us who we are and where we came from. Looking into the future reminds us where we're going. Over a century ago, Elizabethtown College was founded by people who believed that education could create a better world for the generations that came after them. Educate for service has been the proud motto and the guiding principle of this institution since its founding. When we invite Elizabethtown College students to be a bigger part of the world, it is with a nod to our motto of service. The 16,000 alumni of Elizabethtown College demonstrate by their lives that they lead every day that the college has made a difference. By shaping their character and advancing their creativity, the college helped them to serve their communities and lead deeper, richer lives. Through being a bigger part of the world, our students become part, too, of a better world. Independent colleges such as Elizabethtown are a unique glory of American higher education. Almost everywhere else in the world, college education is delivered in much larger universities, which devote a heavy emphasis to graduate education. The small residential college focused on undergraduate education, which Elizabethtown College exemplifies, fosters a distinctive learning environment and deeply powerful bonds of lifelong community. Among independent colleges, Elizabethtown College stands tall in its commitment not only to teaching and learning, but in its admirable outreach to its region and beyond. Elizabethtown College itself sets an example of service through the research done by its faculty, the extensive offerings of the Edward R. Murphy Center for Continuing Education and Distance Learning, the outreach to business by the High Center for Family Business, and the contributions and international expertise of the Young Center for Anabaptist and Pietist Studies, the Ware Colloquium on Peacemaking, and the music at Gretna. Looking at the college's immediate past points us towards the future with confidence. During the last 15 years, Elizabethtown College's commitment to learning and service has grown greatly under the energetic leadership of Ted Long. President Long, supported by a creative faculty, board of trustees, and senior staff, has significantly improved the college's academic mission, expanded its facilities, and widened its outreach. Like every other institution in America, over the last 3 years, Elizabethtown College has faced enormous economic challenges. Thanks to wise leadership, the college has come through that time of testing remarkably well. The commitment that has sustained Elizabethtown College for over 100 years is still inspiring us and moving the institution forward. The confidence that this is an institution with a rich past and a commitment to continue to improve means that the years ahead hold a great deal of promise. The enduring commitment behind Elizabethtown College has attracted the admiration of many in American higher education, including mine. In my 30 years of teaching as a faculty member and my 13 years of serving as a college administrator, I've worked hard to promote international and interdisciplinary studies, undergraduate research, diversity and multicultural communities, and service learning and civic engagement. I look forward to bringing that experience to Elizabethtown, learning from the rich community here, and building on the strong foundation laid by the college's leaders. Despite economic challenges, I believe we can look forward to the future with hope. Independent colleges still thrive. The support for the college among its alumni and the surrounding community is deep and strong and vibrant. The college's leadership has a wealth of creative ideas. My long-term goals as president of Elizabethtown College will be to strengthen the two greatest assets of the institution: its residential learning environment for undergraduates and its outreach to the region. I hope as well to bring together the residential undergraduate experience and the outreach in complementary ways where possible. My immediate goals are to carry out strategic planning, to strengthen the financial basis of the college by increasing foundation grants and private gifts, to promote engaged learning through undergraduate research and internships, and to expand international studies. I will welcome ideas and suggestions from the full range of members in the Elizabethtown College community on how to further these goals. In the process of meeting these goals, I look forward to getting to know many individual students, faculty, alumni, and staff, and hearing from them, hearing from you, your visions and dreams for Elizabethtown College. Achieving these goals, I believe, will strengthen our ultimate mission of educating people for service. My wife, Gail, and I appreciate a great deal how warmly the Elizabethtown College community has welcomed us. It is an honor for us to follow in the steps of Ted and Betty Long, who have given so much to Elizabethtown College. We're proud to join Elizabethtown College's faithful tradition of learning and service, and we look forward to the future with hope. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl, and officially welcome to Elizabethtown College. I'd like to, in a minute, invite Ted Long to the podium. Ted has been with us, of course, 15 years, and it's been an honor, Ted, and a privilege for approximately 8 of those years to serve as your chairman. And it is with deep appreciation that we recognize the coming to an end in a couple of more months of that 15 years. And it is, I think, fitting that we hear a few words from our current president, Ted Long. But I must, at this point, recognize Ted for the wonderful gift that he has given to the college in the form of his timely notice of his retirement plans. That notice that we made public in January of 2010 was exactly January 15 of 2010, so 1 year from this coming Saturday. That allowed the college to embark on a very thoughtful and deliberate process for finding and identifying the next president of the college. And I think that that time has been a great gift. Ted, your leadership here over these 15 years has been a gift in itself, but allowing the college to go through this thoughtful process and come to such a wonderful result has been a special gift in and of itself. So, Ted, I invite you to share your observations with us at this time. Welcome, Ted Long.
This is a great day for Elizabethtown. Last fall, when the faculty and staff convened at the beginning of the year, I said to them that someone terrific wants to be president of Elizabethtown College, and our job is to find that person. We have found that person. Carl Strikwerda will be a terrific leader for Elizabethtown. He has broad and deep experience. He is committed to educational excellence. He has grasped the ethos of this institution, and he has successful experience as a leader at an impressive institution. I cannot personally imagine a better conclusion to my 15 years as president than to be able to welcome Carl Strikwerda as my successor. He will have my full support, not only in the transition, but also in the years ahead, to lead this institution to greater things still. We will embark soon, today, in fact, on the transition process, and it will go on during the course of this semester and into the first part of the summer. My objective is to provide Carl with as much support, information, connection as possible, so that he can hit the ground running when he gets here this summer. Now, as he noted, the college has met many significant challenges recently, and there are more ahead. But there are great opportunities for Elizabethtown in the future, and Carl has alluded to those. It is important that all of us give him our full support. I ask each of you to do your best with him to make this an even more outstanding institution. Great leaders do not become great by themselves. As Gary Wills wrote in his book, Certain Trumpets, about leaders, it also takes a whole community pulling together to make leaders successful. And so it's important that all of us pull together with Carl to make Elizabethtown the best institution possible. Soon, I will be leaving the playing field, but I do so with great confidence that Elizabethtown College is in good hands, that the future is bright, and I look forward in the years ahead to leading the applause as Elizabethtown College becomes better and better. Thank you all for coming today.
So we'll adjourn our time here together, and to those who have been viewing the proceedings, we'll be ending our webcast at this time, and I thank both those who have been viewing, as well as each of you who have taken your time to be with us this morning. We thank you for your commitment in doing so. Have a good day. Thank you again.